Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared. My lovely wife Kara will be with us here shortly. She's got to make that damn coffee first. Thank you guys for joining. I know MC is over there doing a giveaway as usual because we're going live as usual. He plans it, of course. I'm joking. But shout out to MC. So EMPEDC dropped the new Nimble X version 2 with this nice deep hollow ground spear point blade. Oh, my favorite version yet. This one's amazing. Well, the first ones, I'm not going to say it was like a huge complaint or anything, but one complaint that I kind of had was that the geometry was a little bit thick for the purpose of the knife. You know, not that it was like super thick, but just for that knife, for the purpose of that knife. Now, this thing is nice and thin. 15 thousandths behind the edge, and it goes up pretty high. So yeah, really, really nice geometry, nice deep hollow. These things are really good. You can oh yeah, and I did link it down in the description. I'm not affiliated, but I did put it down there because they're such an awesome team. So I think you can find it underneath the Maxace link. By the way, we do have a new affiliate, Tactical Elements. So shout out to Tactical Elements. I did link them down in the description. So if you guys want to check out their knife site and see what they do have available, one thing they do have available is the knife I did a review on earlier today. Come on. What is going on? Come on. There we go. Awesome, awesome knife. If you haven't seen that video, definitely watch it. I basically show how devastating a knife like this can be to skin. I took real thick cow hide and I put a sheet of like this flexible rubber or something underneath it on top of cardboard. I taped it, and I went from like just a light little scratch, just like a little baby scratch, to really hammering in. And even the baby scratch is life threatening. Like, you just go watch it. It's a really good video. You know, I put quite not a ton of work, but I did put a little bit of work into it. But like I said, I do plan on doing some, like, and I'm sure you guys have seen a little bit of it. And it's kind of just me practicing right now, but I'm really hoping to evolve the videos in the channel into something really great, where the videos are, you don't want to miss any of them, where they're just packed with information and packed with just, you know, greatness. So hopefully I succeed on that one. But like I said, I'm kind of in a practicing thing right now. Hey, Kyle, thank you, man. I appreciate for you posting that link for me, bud. Oh, what's up, brother? Definitely go and subscribe to Joe. Awesome channel. And yes, thank you, Chris. Hit the like button. I do appreciate it. Riley says I'm going to Blade Show Atlanta. Anything I should look forward to? Well, you should look forward to seeing Neeves Knives. That's awesome, man. Good for you. I don't know what, at least I can't think of anything off the top of my head that will be oh wait, no, there is something that'll be dropping. What is it? Dang it, I can't remember now. I talked to a couple people at Blade Show Texas, and they said I can't remember what it is now for the life of me, but there is something that's dropping at Blade Show Atlanta. And it was awesome. So, but I can't remember what it is. I'm sorry. I know it's awesome though. Can't remember what it is, but I know it's awesome. Sound like an idiot, but I do though. I'm serious. One knife that's really awesome, and there's some left. I'm surprised there's any left. There's only one version left that I know of the ZIFFIUS. I did link it down in the description, and it is the carbon fiber with the blue stripe and titanium. Everybody that got this, that from my recommendation, all contacted me. Every single person loved it. I think I heard one person give feedback, but it had nothing to do with my recommendation or anything. I think that it was one person that didn't like it for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think maybe I'm thinking of a different knife, but everybody else saw. Everybody loved it. And it is awesome. It's really, really good. Detent is so good. It feels like they put a little bit of extra love in this knife. The ZIFFIUS. It's got a backspacer that's a solid backspacer. I know, like when you say it's an integral backspacer, it's like it's a backspacer, right? But you know, it goes from one side, curves around to the other side, and it makes it look like an integral. So we're gonna call it an integral backspacer. Anyways, like I said, it's linked down in the description if you guys want to check it out. They are kind of expensive, especially for a Wii knife. But an affordable knife right now. And like I said, I got links down below. We have a link with Artisan now. So I spoke with Artisan because before, the reason why I wouldn't really mess with them was because the prices were like so high. Like I really try to avoid linking sites where they're like more money than other places. Sometimes it's going to happen maybe by a couple dollars, but I'm talking about like 50, 60, $70 more. Like, why is your site of the knives that you sell $80 more than the same knives on Blade HQ, right? They're your knives. If anything, they should be the exact same price, right? Blade HQ is not even getting their cut from it. Anyway, so they've lowered the prices. So now Artisan's prices all reflect all the other companies' prices, which is awesome. And this one is a killer knife. I'm not even sure if there's any left. You can go check it out. I got the Artisan link down in the description. Just go to new in, I think, and scroll all the way down to the bottom. I think that's where it's at. But you got to look around. Anyways, it's the Pyrite Alt, the Pyrite ALT. But yeah, absolutely kicks ass. Now they do have the thumb stud version as well, which absolutely kicked ass. Same handle, just a different blade shape. Yeah, I love it, man. Absolutely. It's so good. It's like I don't want to say that, but $60, $60. That's damn good. The other one's I think 50, 55 or something. Evening all all the people. Thank you. Brash beer. Wait, brash ear beer. Brash your beer. Brush your beer. Planning Blade Show. I look forward to your pretty face. That's awesome, dude. Hell yes. There's a lot of people going this year. Like, surprisingly, like a lot of people. Ray's going. Seems Logical's going. Fiend is going. There's a lot of people going. I think Chris is going. I think. Don't quote me, but a lot of people are going, and that is awesome. That is so awesome. I'm really excited about this one. I honestly think that this one's going to be the best one ever. I really do. And I say that not only because a lot of people are coming, but last year was great. Don't get me wrong. It was amazing. But this year, I've been to 2 Blade shows now. Now I know what to expect. I know how to attack it. And it's, yeah, for me personally, I think it's going to be the best one yet. Some of you guys have been there so many times, you know, it's just another show. Rocky's going. Hell yeah. Seems logical. He's like, hell yeah. Man, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be such a good time. I can't wait. Coming quick. Coming soon. Happy Easter, everybody. Tomorrow, I know it is Easter. I was supposed to get together with Anthony tomorrow, but I forgot. I forgot it was Easter. Go figure. So we got family gathering. So we're gonna wind up meeting up later this week. Flicking the Medfid. Oh, check this out. So you guys know we were talking about a little bit ago this little guy, right? Which is really cool, man. But it is, you know, it's $188. There's no clip, you know. It's really cool, but I could see why some people might say it's a little too overpriced for me, for my blood, even though it is really, really good. And I like how unique it is. I personally love it. But I wanted to give you guys a little budget option. I got to find a link for it. But I just got it, so I haven't even I tested it a little bit. I was cutting some stuff up a little bit with it, but it's a little karambit, but this thing's like $20, $26 or something like that. It's got a little neck on it. The claw is like, it's got a great curvature. Nice jimping. If you look at the spine right there, beautiful jimping on the spine. So your thumb really locks in right there. If you're gonna, use your thumb right there. I mean, you don't want to put your thumb up here for sure, not in a fight. But anyways, I think it's pretty cool. I like how the scales are thick right here. So it makes it to where you actually have something to hang on to. Because I have another one right here that doesn't have that. See the difference? And this one sucks, but this thing's like $13. So, if you're really, really, really on a budget and you want a little karambit, it's not bad. It's crap steel, but who really cares, right? It gets sharp. It'll mess something up. But this is on another level. This is very good quality, surprisingly good. I wouldn't have thought it was going to be as good as it is. Not only the grind, the angle of the curvature of the blade, the fit, the thickness. Yeah, really good. I'm actually very happy. The sheath is okay. It's not the best sheath, but it's no rattle, no tap. But the clip sucks. It's just a cheap little clip. But you can always take your Tech Lock or something and put it on there. What's the model of the karambit? So this is a KATSU. Let me just I'll grab a link really quick. I think it's KATSU. Let me see if I can find it. Give me 10 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. Oh, shit. I found it quick. Hell yeah. So yes, it is a KATSU. This is a different one, but this is one. Let me see something. Oh, there it is. Okay. Damn it. So there's different versions. So I'm going to link this exact version, but if you look at the link when I link it, there's different blade shapes. Just click there's different, you'll see the numbers, you'll see it. So here is the link right here. Bow. That is the link to this exact one. But if you look, you'll see there's different blade shapes. Like this one has the claw. And I think, let me see exactly how much money it was. Yeah, $25. And it's good. Like, it's really good. I think it's D2, I think. Yeah, D2 steel. Not bad for this type of thing. D2 is an amazing steel for this. It's perfect for this because it takes a great toothy edge. And that's exactly what you'll want with this. You want, something with some bite to it. And yeah, and it came with a pretty damn good edge. Anyways, yeah, I took a couple swipes at a box just to do it. And yeah, like a karambit does. It really, like, if you guys watch that video I did, I showed how one of these, how all you got to do is get the tip. If you just touch something with the tip, the blade is going to take the rest over. Because the way a hawkbill is designed, it's made to pull the thing in. So if you just snag with the tip, just pulling it straight down now, see what happened? I'm not turning towards it. I'm just pulling straight down. Once you get that tip in, now I'm just going to drag straight down. See what happens? It pulls it in. And I showed that with the skin, with the cow skin and the cardboard, where it's a little bit more realistic, I guess, because it's actually a thicker material and it's skin. And I showed how you just get that tip in there, it's gonna pull whatever it snags into the edge. Hey, Steven, thank you for the 10 bones. Please no side boob control ads. It's a knife channel. I don't know what that means. Control ads. What'd you get, an ad with some side boobs in it? Or are you talking about my side boobs? What's up, John? I just walked in and missed my hellos. What's up, brother? Kyle says, want to know how you don't need to buy friends? 83 of us here supporting Jared. One cam MC. You're the man, Kyle. Thank you. Yeah, and I don't blame anybody who's over there trying to win something, man. I mean, I don't personally enter any of the giveaways anymore, because I swore an oath on that I wouldn't. But I know other people, man. Go for it, man. Enter the shit. A lot of people are on 2 devices anyway, so it's like you could do both at once if you really wanted to. I know, like me, I could run 2 things on one computer if I wanted to. What's up, Zeroaster? Probably not a YouTube premium subscriber. I don't think content creators can control that. No, I don't control the ads. I only turn them on or off. So I can choose. The most I can do with my ads is I can choose where to put them. Not in a live though. I can't choose anything for this. This is just automatic. But as far as videos go that I post, I can decide where I want to put them, but it depends on the length of the video. Like if it's really short, then I have no choice. If it's really long, then I have a choice. So like it just depends, but I don't get to pick what type of ad or anything like that. I don't pick any of that shit. I don't even see them either. I've never seen one of my ads. So that's YouTube. You know, that's the deal we have with YouTube. YouTube gets to throw fucking ads at you guys, and then they, you know, if you guys watch them or click on them, then we get paid. If you skip them, we don't. So, you know, you don't have to watch it when they're skippable, if they're skippable. Have you sharpened Chris Reeves? No, I have not. Asa, but I'm thinking about reaching out to Tim Reeves and see if he will donate one to the channel, because I think that I hope, like, just, you know, considering what they're running it at, it would seem they'd probably be doing about the best job you could get from production companies right now. And the one I tested from whatchamacallit, can't even think right now, that one did really, really good. So, and that was 63 to 64. I think Reeves is doing 64 to 65, I think, with their Magna Cut. So I'd love to test it, and I would do a controlled test, but they need to donate it. I can't afford to wait 3 years to do that test. Hey Jared, have you heard of Kulina knives? They showed up as an ad on one of your videos. I have not. Kulina? Maybe I should check them out. Here she is. My lovely wife, Kara, is here joining us. Thank you, baby.
It's not that sweet.
It's okay.
Howdy.
It's delicious. Thank you, baby. All right. Tactile. Yes, tactile. I had a brain fart. Hi, Jared. He's already saying hi to everybody. What's up, brother? El Cap Addict. Bud Light for the persistent burr blues. Native 5 Magna Cut is awesome.
Oh, look at
I didn't even, they have a Native 5 in Magna Cut? Look at that pup.
That elbow.
Literally just watched a Kalino review on another channel. Huh. Dude's knife showed up looking like a horse had stepped on it. I'm going to check them out. All right, let's see. I'll pull it up for you guys. I don't know.
Why are you on cats?
Don't worry about my cats. Hey. Oh. Well, these I'll show you.
Guy? He looks familiar.
Yeah, he does. Let's just show him.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, no, that's not it. Where's it at? Is it this one?
The top one.
Oh, so make sure you guys can see it. Yep, yes, you guys can. So here it is.
Who is that guy?
I don't know who the hell
so
this is.
familiar.
I wish they would have a better site though. Their site sucks.
Like go back up. Look. Is that not Keith?
That is not Keith.
No, he covered the beard up.
I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. Shout out to Keith. Yeah, I don't know about these guys, but hey, maybe they're good. Yeah, looks like they're doing like kitchen knives, cooking, and barbecue enthusiasts in 2022. Huh? Yeah. No, it's the first time I've seen them. Is that the ad you guys seen for that stuff? Not garbage alert. And exactly. And they're junk, according to Cedric Canada. Well, I seen Cedric Canada did that one. I didn't know it was. Is it that company? That stuff was bad. That test he did, he sharpened it up, and it got 20 cuts. And I bet you didn't even get 20, because he did 20 and then tested the edge. It died way before the 20. You seen it, because it literally probably cut the rope once. once or twice and then died. Because if you look at when he went to cut the paper, it wouldn't even come close to going clean. Hey, Alex, thank you for the $1.30. I appreciate it, brother.
It's a cute logo.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I believe Spyderco is moving the Salt series from LC200 to Magna Cut. Yeah, I did hear that. I didn't know if they did that yet, but that's awesome. Very cool. That's great. But that Cedric Canada though, I can't believe how, like, you would think that they would at least use even if it's a junk steel, just something that could be heat treated harder. Like even that other knife he used, you know, cut like 80 times or something like that, 80 ropes. That's pretty good for a cheap, you know, blah blah steel kitchen knife that, you know, you find at Walmart or, you know, on Amazon or something. Of course there's chef knives that have good steel and good heat treats, but that one was garbage, like as garbage as you can get. Why don't you just talk, baby? You don't have to type.
I'm not in the things.
You're not? Oh,
No,
what are you doing?
I'm just finishing something up that I needed to read real quick.
Paul with the 2 bones. Thanks for featuring the Clairvoyant recently. Not a problem. Awesome knife. I actually featured it twice because I had the titanium one and then the micarta and brass one. Both are awesome. And that's one thing that's kind of cool with Kaiser, you know, is they're willing to have a premium and a budget version of the exact same model, because a lot of people, you know, they want the knife, but it's like they can't come up with the money to spend on the premium version. So giving them a budget option for the exact same model, you know, that's awesome. And I like that they do that. And the thing is that nothing's different. The only thing that's different is the material. So the fit, finish, action, detent, everything is consistent between the two. I could take the parts and swap them. What's up, baby? Just thinking about, you look so cute.
I was just thinking about somebody said something about my hat, and I was just thinking about yesterday. I saw my nephew who's 2. They're twins, and he came up to me and he goes, they don't say a lot yet, but he goes, hat. And I like leaned down and he like took it off, and then he like put it on his little head. You know, little boys look so cute and they wear like adult hats. And there's like
big old baggy
old bag. Yeah, it was so cute.
Paul says, I want to do a premium version of the Comet as well. Yeah, the Comet, that's another good one.
I'm not gonna show his face on camera,
Yeah.
but I will show you. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that, so cute. Look. Look at that.
What's he eating?
A cookie.
No, that does sound awesome. A premium version of the Comet. I think
what sounds awesome?
What?
A premium? No, everyone's gonna hate me if I say that. I'm not gonna say it.
What? You gotta say it now.
A premium version of the honey badger.
Of the honey badger?
I've always wanted a titanium honey badger with still
I think people would like that too.
Do you know though, if they had a titanium scale with the honeycomb, like still bumped up the way it is, like I don't even know if that's possible to do on titanium. I think you'd have to mill inwards to make the honeycomb pop out. You know how the honeycomb pattern is raised a little bit? Yeah. I'm saying, how would you do that on titanium?
Just
you probably have to have flat titanium, mill it in. I don't think there's a way you could get the titanium to raise. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they can mill it out.
Yeah, but that's going in, not making something bump out.
They'll machine the outer layer, making it pop
That's
out.
what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's no way to do the opposite.
I'm not sure what one you're talking about. There's one Ninja Turtle that carries a sword. You're talking about the size, maybe? I'm guessing you're talking about the size.
Logical note gets my vibe perfectly. Look at that. Look at that comment.
Yeah, I think he's talking about a size, but because the sword is just a sword, meaning like it's not a small one. And it's a katana.
Probably won't for a while.
What? He won't what?
What?
He won't notice what for a while?
Nothing.
What? Why don't you just say it?
I just was like, I'm talking. He doesn't even know I'm still talking.
I know you're talking. I'm listening. I'm sorry, I was reading.
Seems logical's comment. He gets my vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he said that it would be awesome if I baked cookies for Blade Show, but that I probably won't. It's probably true.
Probably not.
I just baked cookies like last night.
Yeah, I got a whole mess.
I have like a once per 3 month baking cookies.
Such good cookies though, man. They're fire.
If I bake them too much, they decrease in quality.
My favorite. What?
Yeah, that's why you only get them.
I don't know about that. I don't know if that's true. I don't
and
think
the more
true.
people that I bake them for,
yeah, I don't think that's true.
The
better you get.
No, they get for some reason the more people I give them to, they taste worse for you. So if you're fine with that,
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
They're so delicious. I'm willing
if I
to
wasn't
sacrifice.
flying, I actually would really bake cookies if we were driving. I feel like that would be a pain in the ass to bring on the plane because we have such a limited space when we travel.
Oh yeah.
We try so every time when we travel for Blade Show, we each carry on a bag and a personal item, and we check one bag each. Right? We don't want to have an oversized bag, and every year both of our bags are 50 pounds on the dot, stacked, and we somehow manage to bring stuff back. I don't even know how. But I don't think
I know we get it so packed, so heavy when we go. But I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, the chocolate chip cookies. She made me oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. The best cookies. I don't care what anybody says. That is the best cookies you can make. Oatmeal chocolate chip.
Is it? Yeah. Because I remember when we first.
I know. I don't even want to hear about it. I know. We argued. I said just regular chocolate chip was the best, and she argued that the oatmeal was. But I don't think I had tried them. Yeah, I hadn't tried them.
I was like oatmeal chocolate chip, and you were like, "What? Isn't it oatmeal raisin?" And I was like, "No, oatmeal chocolate chip is the best cookie ever."
King of Knives says, "What angle should I sharpen my SOG Seal XR and S35 at?" I would do 17 on both sides, 17 degrees per side, but. You know, your bevel's going to be a little bit big. That knife's thick behind the edge, so it's going to take you a while to do that. If you don't want to take so long to sharpen it and you don't want such a big bevel, I like big bevels, you know, bigger the better for me.
Like them big ass bevels.
Go 20 degrees per side. It'll be a little bit tougher. It'll still be plenty slicey, but if you want it a little bit slicier, 17 degrees per side, but you're going to be spending a little bit more time with something that thick. Missed you at the start of the evening. Tell this broad to make some of the cookies she made to seduce you pre-marriage.
I didn't make any pre-marriage cookies for him. He had to wait till marriage for that. The funny thing is you're laughing, but it's true.
Yeah, well, it was a different situation, so but you would have made me some cookies.
No, but even when we were
you would have made me some cookies though.
I didn't until you were married. No. How on earth? That is like the same thing as giving your virginity up before marriage. You just don't do it.
Yeah.
Cookies are after marriage. Cookies are for after marriage.
My mom used to make the best peanut butter cookies. I'm not a big fan of peanut butter cookies.
Yeah. Oh no. You know what? My mom makes good ones. Those ones with the chocolate chip in the middle. Those are fire.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're okay.
No.
They're good.
They're fire.
They're good.
And I like when they do the little fork thing, the little crosshatch fork thing.
Daniel Cat says everyone is over at.
You know what, Daniel? I used to like you, but now you're trying to poach viewers to MC, and now we've got a problem. Okay, what happened? What happened? I thought you were the CAD master.
Now he's the MC master.
Hey, do you know what's funny? I never until tonight thought of MC's name as like an MC, like a DJ.
MC, you don't think of that? What?
I never like thought of MC like when you say MC. I never thought of it like an MC, like a DJ.
Yeah.
Until tonight, like it dawned on me. I was like, oh shit. I don't know why. It never like hit my brain that way.
I got to show you guys a picture of a new knife I got. It's an obsidian knife.
Nice.
And one of your other viewers
made.
If
it's the dude that
yeah, it's right there. Grab it.
Like
yeah,
this?
grab it. Yep.
A viewer of ours make us
right here. Bang.
And this, right? This was the thing he made us.
The arrowhead.
Was this one of his, or was this?
Yep.
This one's my fave.
Yeah, he did a really good job. But yeah, this knife, it's super solid. Like he did it exactly how
10 new members from who?
Exactly how they would have been done, you know. Yeah, such a good job.
Hold on. Okay, we got 10 new members from the CAD Trader.
Hey!
The Trader.
Actually, 15.
What?
We got
no, that's from James K.
We got James K with the 5 new
James.
members.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, James. We appreciate it, guys. Thank you guys for all the support. If you guys don't know, we do have a membership that we're not doing a live tomorrow, but we're doing a live next Sunday. Tomorrow's Easter. And like I was saying, though, I am going to start recording some short form content for the members. So if you are a member, you'll be getting some exclusive.
This guy that gave us these, did he care if his identity was?
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm not.
No, it seems logical said the same thing, but I didn't think he did, but we might be talking about different people.
Without them saying it, I don't, because the one time I did, the person came out and was like, dude, he's like, dude, you fucked me up, man. You can't be telling my name.
Blew up his spot with your
he was like a
200 subscriber channel.
CIA agent.
I think we only had like a very small sub count.
Yeah, but it's still
it's out there forever though.
Yeah. Freaked him out. He was like, can't do that to me, man.
Zombie Jesus, that's funny for Easter.
People realize who I am. Daniel Cad with the 5 bones. Do not ever forget. This is my go-to channel and will always stand with you. Thank you, man.
Unity.
Thank you. Tell MC that. No, I'm just joking.
See? Look at what I do for you, baby. You see that comment down there from John Doe?
What?
He was gonna go to Metal Complex, but since I came, he's staying here.
Doing big things over here at the Neeves Knives. Bang, motherfuckers. And then Brad coming in hot with the 50 bones. Thank you, man. I was there, MC, but when I saw Neeves Knives was live, I jumped ship. Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. That's awesome. Thank you for the big donation. I need a special bell for the big donations.
Every time somebody says jumping ship, it always reminds me of that Hustle and Flow song. You know what I'm
Yeah.
A whole lot of bitches jumping ship.
Yeah. Rocky, shout out to the new member. Thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you for the support.
I thought you were already a member.
Yeah, what happened? MC is trying to steal. See what I did there? Jared's Thunder with the concurrent lives. Yeah, he usually goes live on Fridays, but
not when he's doing a giveaway.
Not when he's doing a giveaway.
He likes to make sure to do it when he knows lots of people are.
Yeah, he likes to get me. He's out for me. He's got it out for me. It's all right. It's all right. We will proceed. What's
Daniel?
up?
Is that another 10 or is that an old 10? Hold on.
Shit.
I can't tell.
I
feel like things are.
I think it's the old 10.
Okay. If this is a new 5 and a new 10 from James and then subsequently Daniel, thank you.
I think it's a new 5 from Daniel. Thank you, Daniel.
Why does mine look like they're new though?
I'm not positive, man. I'm not positive.
This is so confusing.
It's hard for me to keep up too. I miss everything these days, but I'm not missing nothing because everyone is missing.
Dude,
what am I
doing? I'm an idiot. Rocky gifted 5.
Oh, Rocky, thank you, man. He gifted 5. What an awesome dude. Because he's been a member and he's donating members. He's giving us some members.
Yeah.
What a good guy. What a guy.
Cool.
Giveaways are clickbait. Well, I mean, as long as they do a giveaway.
They actually do.
Yeah, as long as they do the giveaway, it's not clickbait.
I won like 3 knives with that. Shit was clickbait.
But I mean, I see what you mean. Just because, like, you know, if there's one giveaway and 1,000 people, yeah, it feels, you know.
It means it's literally bait to just click. That's why people are always asked us why we never put our giveaways in the title, because they're like, you could get so many viewers. And we did that for the 250,000 one.
But that was a special one. Normally, though, we don't.
One, but like, I'm gonna be
not unless it's for patrons.
It was fun and everything, but having like 800 people in there made it to where like I felt like I couldn't focus on the chat at all, and I felt bad.
Zeroster says Ethan Ruins EDC is having trouble finding the best sharpening progression on his Oz Roosevelt 63 to 64. Okay, well, personally for me, with a knife like that, because it's such a special knife, I would personally put a mirror edge on that, just because, you know, because it's looks badass. But if he doesn't like mirror edges, then he should go probably with like a 1200 grit. But if he likes mirror edges, he should progress from 300 grit or lower to 600 grit, 600 to 1200, 1200 to 2000, 2000 to 5000. If he does something similar to that, give or take, you know, he'll do really good. And Magna Cut 63 to 64 does good with a mirror polish, so it should come out well. His biggest thing is going to be the angle he uses on that knife. I personally would go probably 15 degrees, but that's me. He'll probably want to go 17. Yeah.
You moderators, first of all, thank you, Mod Squad, for being awesome at modding and squatting.
Yes, thank you.
Also, you guys might see some of your names pop in and out of mod status really quick. I'm just fixing a setting as I see mods in here. I want to make sure my settings are all right. So you might see your wrench go away for a second, but it'll be right back.
Dennis, thank you for the 2 crackers. And yeah, Kyle is kind of a grumpy old bastard, ain't he?
Oh, don't pick on old Kyle.
Well, he donated, so I got to. We'll pick on Kyle for donations. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Be aware of zombies. I hear people are rising from the grave. I want to get myself a nicer knife once my divorce goes through. Any great bang for your buck knives out there around the 150?
Can you afford that after a divorce?
Yeah.
I'm just
I would say if you want I mean, it depends on what your style is. If you want USA made, then I would say one particular thing. If it's not a big deal being USA made, 150 bones, I think you should go for one of the Kaiser drop bears. You can get it for like 115 bucks. Not this exact one, but you can get their aluminum one for like $115, something like that. So it's under 150. They have the 20CV Escort. I think it's around 150, maybe a little bit more. What's up? Yeah, the drop bear. Yep. If you can get a Mannix, get a Mannix. Yeah, Spyderco Mannix.
Sorry, Dennis.
Why not? What's wrong?
I accidentally just removed his super chat. We already read it, so it's okay. But I feel bad.
Dennis says, "Just kidding, just kidding." To Kyle, thank you for another 2 bones.
God, I'm such an idiot.
But yeah, I'd go with the drop bear. You could get it in the drop bear in titanium, but yeah, Spyderco Mannix all the way. If you don't have a Mannix, and if I don't know if you can get it for that cheap. I guess you can get the FRN ones, but personally, I would try to get the G10 one because that gives you the ability to modify it and put new scales and everything on it. So,
okay.
Yeah. M4 Mannix. How much are they though? Good knives and divorce are both expensive because they're worth it. Got him.
Hey.
What?
Why are you laughing at that?
I'm not laughing.
I just literally saw you.
You know it's funny. You know it's funny. You got to feel bad for some guys, man, or guys and girls, but mostly guys that you know, when they get raped in a divorce.
You can't say that word here.
Oh shit.
You idiot.
Shit. Demonetized. Well, hopefully we get enough donations tonight because this one just got demonetized. Sorry. Kyle, thank you for the 2 bones. I'm just realistic. Dennis is an Australian
I
midget.
knew you were going to read that as Australian. I was already
Austrian. I said Austrian.
No, you didn't. I already knew it was coming.
Yeah. Firm though with rivets. FRN though with rivets. Yeah, that's what I mean. I wouldn't get the FRN with the rivets. I'd go for the G10 one.
I thought he was talking about a damn plant.
I did. I was like, a fern? Fern with rivets?
Sounds like a pretty fern.
I think they're around that on Blade HQ. Blade HQ link down in the description. So yeah, use my link. Whatever you're gonna buy, use my link. I do appreciate it, man. I always appreciate you guys using the links because they are affiliates. The only one that's down there right now that's not an affiliate technically is the White Mountain Knives one and the EMPEDC. All the other ones are affiliate links. The one is just a discount code for you guys from White Mountain Knives.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Appreciate that.
What?
That you would be a fool to divorce me.
Well, that's not what we were talking about. We were talking about...
No, you were talking about divorcing me. Remember, you're like, I'm going to get rid of this bitch second she leaves. Out of the room.
Yeah. Jared would be a damn fool. Yes. What's that?
Would you guys mad if we did one? Would you guys be mad if we did one of those like fake YouTube breakups for views?
Oh fuck, just for views?
Yeah.
Sorry guys, it's the end.
And the thumbnail is just Jared's face really close to the camera with tears. And then we're sitting here together like it just didn't work out, but we're still gonna be friends.
Technically, I'm a new member. My card got hacked, so I had to start a new account. We had one get hacked too recently, so I understand. We just had to get new cards too.
Yeah.
It happens. Take that ring off your hand. I want a new turbo on the car and a new AR. There you go. Hell yeah. Suggest an OTF for my wife, please. Ooh, depends on the amount you want to spend. If you're willing to spend the money, go with Axial Gear or Microtech.
Okay.
Or Heretic.
Really willing to spend the money, get a Hawk.
They can't get that.
I mean, how much do you love your wife?
It's not about that. So you can't get it.
That.
No, it's about that you can't get
That's
it.
why Jared got me.
Where are you gonna get it from?
That's why Jared got me a Smith & Wesson as my first knife.
Where are you gonna get it from?
A Hawk?
Yeah.
Blade Show.
You'd have to
anyway,
go to Blade
I'm
Show.
JK. I'm No, seriously, an actual OTF. Does it have to be an OTF?
Soon, bud. Soon,
Kurt. Auto?
I think he wants an OTF.
Then just get one of those little Microtechs. Those things are the bomb.com.
Or an Axial Gear. Or a Hogue. Hogue's got a good one.
Honestly, so many of the OTFs just are so clankety feeling.
Some, but
clickety clackety. That's why I like the Hawk ones personally.
Yeah.
But
why haven't you hit the like button yet? That is a good question. Why haven't you hit the like button yet? KC exclusive Manage 2 XL in crew wears at 170-ish if you want to spend a little bit more. That's what I'd go. I like the XL a lot. If you like XL knives, it's like the best XL knife. But the regular one's great too. I like them both. How can I hold my sharpening angle on both sides? I seem to have uneven bevels and not so sharp, especially on hard steel. So I have lots of videos on this. So one thing you can do is do my finger trick. Okay, watch. I have a video called Step by Step Knife Sharpening or something like that. Look that up. I show you how to do the finger trick to match the angles. Now, another thing you can do is you can like stack quarters and then just match it. You can also buy a little angle guide. You can find them in my store, I think, the Neeves Knives store. If not, just search sharpening angle guide, something for stones, and it's just like a little angle guide that sets on top of the stone. You can do that. but the finger trick is really easy to do, so you can do that. Now the thing is though, is that sometimes the grind is thicker on one side than the other. So with freehand, you after a while you have to learn how to improvise, because sometimes your bevel is a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger on one side, usually it's your fault, but not always. In some cases, it is the grind, and you have to learn how to adjust to match it up. But yeah, that would be my advice, is just watch that video. I also have a little short on it too. Man, this light is so bright. Let me turn it down one notch.
Okay, so here's another OTF. Oh, it's out of stock. I don't know if you know who D Rocket Designs is. Some people know him, some people don't, but he does good designs. But I remember years back, this dude made like an OTF. It's called D Rocket Designs Zulu Spear OTF automatic knife. About $250. I don't actually know if not on Blade HQ.
Why are you recommending something nobody can get?
Because it can be gotten. It's just not on Blade HQ right this second.
Right. But we want to try to give them things that we can link.
I'm trying to give them.
We're not trying to recommend shit for somebody else.
Let me just. So Jared, I just want everyone to hear what Jared just said. He just said we're trying to only recommend things we can link and make money from.
That was a joke. It was a joke. Because if that was true, then I wouldn't be screaming about the EMP. Jared, you should check. And I did link it down there.
P-Rocket Labs.
Because it just dropped today, by the way, guys. The EMP EDC just dropped today. It's linked down in the description. EMP EDC. I think it's the best version yet. Especially because it has the hollow grind. Jared, you should check out the.
Look at that OTF he does. Same dude. That's a custom.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Look at that thing.
Dang.
I know y'all can't really see it that well. It's fine. Just give me my damn feedback. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah,
your face is.
It's a OTF.
Jared, you should check out the UGG Tools fixed blade. They got some in Magna Cut, HRC like 62 to 65, depending on the model, with the 3D printed tie handles. Not full tang, but are claiming full tang strength. I don't know how you can claim full tang strength if it's not full tang. I mean, I know like with certain ways they do it, they can do it where it's kind of simulates like a full tang, just because of the way they screw it together. But Full tang is the best way to go, in my opinion. Step by step, inch by inch. Now I feel like I got a 1970s TV show theme playing in my head. Just a PSA, if any man other than Jared asks if you want to see his finger trick, please decline.
Wait, did you get the Roman M super chat? The one about your referral on the Nautica voyage? Did you get
No, I didn't say it. Dennis, thank you for the 2 bones. My poor man's Daniel C impression. Where is it?
I don't know. I see a pink $50 one and a $10 one.
I've gotten the 50.
Okay, the $10 was before it then.
Oh, well then I got it.
No, go way back. It's yellow. Don't roll your eyes.
I can't see it. Where?
I don't know, but you can see it at the top. I literally can see it.
Let me just go like this.
Oh, sweet. See, it says,
hey Jared, thanks for the referral for the Nautica voyage. It won't let me pull it up on the screen.
Okay,
it won't let me pull it up on the screen, so I'm just going to read it. Roman, thank you for the 10 bones. I do appreciate it. He says, hey, Jared, thanks for the referral on the Nautica voyage on your link. Can't beat it for the price, and it is fire. That is awesome. Well, hey, check it out. I actually have one that somebody recommended me to the other day that I bought, and we got it here for tonight's fragrance of the day. We're going to be checking that out here shortly. So yeah, I got a new one too that was recommended to me from one of the viewers. Bama Knife Guy, what's up, brother? He made it. I didn't think he was going to make it, but he did. He did. Benchmade just made the anonymous fixed blade CPM crewwear. Crewwear is awesome. Love crewwear. Chris says, love the channel. Is off-grid Stinger XL good? Yes, it is. It's really good. It's a great XL size knife. You can EDC it and use it as a regular EDC knife, but it's more going toward tactical or self-defense knife, but it's awesome. It's an awesome knife. I personally like it a lot. I got a few videos on it. Brian, how are you doing, brother? Here I'm is. MC just did his drawing, so now this chat will fill up. Like, what do we have in here? 144. Shout out to 144 people in the chat that are actually hanging out with us, man. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. That's weird. I can't see that 10. Oh, there it goes. Now I can see it.
There you go.
So, Roman, thank you for the donation, man. Yeah.
Tormented Slayer wants to know, hey, Jared, do you play any video games, man?
Tell him, baby. Tell him. Tell him I'm a gamer. Tell him what type of gamer I am.
So, Jared plays Call of Duty sometimes. He usually yells a lot.
And he's the shit. He gets her done.
Sometimes he breaks even.
I get way better than that. I've gotten way better than that.
Sometimes he gets a positive KD.
I've gotten way better than that.
His KD is about 0.43.
If I play 2 days in a row within the same week, like 2 days in a row within a week of playing, I mean, I kick ass. But usually I don't play but once every like 3 months. So I'm a little
No, he absolutely does not play games. I do though. He plays nothing unless I force him to. We can play some stuff together.
Antimatter, thank you for the 5 bones. I appreciate it, brother. Hi, Jared. The saying the edge is a ghost means the edge can die, then be reborn. Knife guys doing God's work. Thank you for the donation, man. I haven't heard that one. I might start using it.
Silent.
Damn, this edge is ghost. Peter with the 2 bones. Thank you, brother. John Doe says, I didn't win the MC giveaway, but I'm still a winner because I'm with NEEVESKNIVES.
Dude,
thank you, man. I appreciate it.
John Doe, your little logo thing reminds me so much of Commander Keen. I don't know if you know what that game is, but holy shit, it looks like that. There's a part where he went in the water and he got a little.
Is Elden Ring like Skyrim?
In the sense that, this whole Skyrim meme, like, you see that mountain over there? You can go there. It's like that. But no, the combat's a lot more finite and intricate. There's no typical RPG like conversations happening or things like that. It's way more combat focused and exploration focused. It's hard though. It's fun though. It's super fun.
Grisbowski says he just came from the MC Metal Complex live, and I see you guys are live. Thank you for joining, man. I appreciate it. Roll Shambo, every time you watch a Neeves live stream and don't hit the like button, the knife is born with a weak detent. Smash that now.
You said
Elbow.
that all in an elbow
You know what?
cough?
You know what?
Everybody watching Neeves live.
That was a lot of coughs. But thank you, Rochambeau. And yes, that's actually true and has been proven. So the next time you get a weak detent knife or detent lash, just remember it was your fault for not hitting the like button. Nobody who's a regular of any knife channel ever wins an MC giveaway. You probably have, to be honest, guys, because he does it so often. There's people that are most likely, and I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not trying to talk shit or anything, so don't take it that way. But because he does the giveaway so often live and announces it, you're going to have people that literally have 4 or 5 devices set up. So you have people entering 4 or 5 times for each person, like, you know, and there's probably 100 people doing that. So, you know, unless if you're going to do that too, your odds are pretty low. And I'm not saying don't enter. You can't win unless if you enter. So remember that.
We should start entering his giveaways so we can suck the knives over here and then give them away.
As soon as we see him give away, say, we got a better giveaway.
Yeah, and then give it away here.
Neeves Knives Live, better giveaway than MC.
Dennis. Dennis accidentally put antimatter on timeout. All right.
Dennis, thank you for the 2 bones.
There he is. Oh, no, he's not back yet. Okay.
Antimatter.
Sorry,
come on back through, man.
We've got a wild mod squad.
He says it was an accident. He says it was an accident. He says it was an accident.
Yeah, accident.
Any thoughts on the Civivi Chevalier in Damascus? I have one coming. Yeah, the Chevalier is awesome. I personally like it. I have a bunch of videos on it. The Damascus is a powdered 9CR Damascus, which I personally think that Civivi is probably doing the best Damascus of all companies. Now I know some of the other companies like Concept is doing basically using the exact same steel, so theirs is really good too. But all in all, those Civivis, man, they're kicking ass with their Damascus. That's pretty much the only real Damascus I like, other than like Damascus steel, is that that powdered 9CR stuff. QMV says the way to handle this would be to hold a giveaway stream on the night he normally goes live. True that.
Do you remember Linda? and I don't know if it was her friend or her husband who met us at Blade Show. Yeah, they met us right outside the entrance. She says she's still talking about meeting us. She's the one who asked us about Bentley.
Shout out to Linda. Yeah. Shout out to Linda. Yes, I do remember. I do.
Yeah. Hi, Linda. Nice to see you here. It was good to meet you.
Snakeskin yoga pants rock. What do you even know, bro?
I have a few pairs. This is my 3rd pair of snakeskin yoga
like
pants.
Born with a bad sharpening choil. that can happen too. I think you might get a little bit of both.
Okay, so you guys want to hear a story?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you already heard it.
You want to read that or?
Neeves Knives. I won a red Damascus Pulsar on MC Live. I was so shocked my phone and the boyfriend's phone both started blowing up.
Good for you, Alice. Congratulations on the win.
I think I actually remember hearing about that.
At least somebody we know won. That's awesome, man. Good for you.
All right, so check it out, guys.
Yep.
I was in a Target today. I had my sick Corey Dunlap fixed blade on me.
Show him.
I'll go get it. It's awesome enough.
Yeah, you can't do that, baby. You can't do it. You got to come prepared. I won one of your knives. It was a Schrade and it was junk. Not your fault, but dang, for $80, I would throw up if I bought that. Bro, I know what you mean. And listen, I honestly didn't even want to give those away. They gave them to me to give away. So I was kind of obligated to give them away. I'm sorry. Trust me. Like, I normally try to pick knives that I like to give away.
Like my Ray Laconico knives that he just gives away out of the blue.
90% of the knives, 95% of the knives we give away are knives we actually like ourselves. Probably about 5% are knives that we're just giving away because we, some better go to somebody else than to stay here.
Well, there was one that he was trying to give away, like from the Schrade giveaway, and I full on stopped it, full stop. I was like, we just can't.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
So we gave away we didn't even give away all of them because we didn't want to. Anyway.
And now you guys see why I bitched, and that was part of my Dear USA Made Knife videos. All right.
Okay. Anyway, was that
give me the explanation of who this is.
Corey Dunlap, awesome dude, sharpener, makes fixed blades. He was at Texas Blade Show. I don't think he's going to be in Atlanta, from what I understand.
Corey Dunlap.
Yeah, really awesome. I saw the knives complimented on his sharpening choil because, like, look at that thing. And then, yeah,
this thing's dope.
It's really dope. It's nice and slicey. It's not like typical fixed blade girth. It's like slicey girth. It's
Very
meant to be like an
slicey.
EDC, but it has a nice thick spine still, but it comes down to a really nice edge.
Nice
And
hand
a
satin.
lot of custom fixed blades you find at blade shows, honestly, some of them have shit edges on them because these people are knife makers, not knife sharpeners, and they're
That's
just
true.
belting it.
That's true.
He sharpens knives, and you can fucking tell.
You can also tell that this thing is so thin behind the edge because you can't
yeah,
even see
it's
the edge
so
bevel.
thin behind the edge.
He
It's
sharpened
amazing.
this thing basically to like a 0 grind and then
Yeah.
put a micro bevel
No,
on it.
it's sick. If you ever see him at Blade Show, get one. Anyway, so I'm walking around Target, right? I have it in the sheath. Now, Jared, show the sheath, please. Look how much that handle sticks out, right?
You see her fanny pack?
Yeah, don't get intimidated by it though. So anyway,
Try not to get
you
intimidated.
can see a thing that like that the sheath. If you don't know what you're looking at, I suppose that sheath could make the knife look kind of big, right? Because like most people think that only the blade goes in the sheath. So like if you just saw that at first glance, you might not realize that like the entire knife is stuffed in there and not just the blade. So I can understand someone misconstruing the size based off looking at the sheath, but at the end of the day, this thing is less than 3 inches. It's a small knife. Point being, I'm walking around Target, minding my business. I have a cart with more than $200 worth of stuff in it. I'm checking out. The cashier who couldn't hear, okay, which really has nothing to do with this except for this is why I didn't say anything back to her right at that moment because it was difficult to communicate. I know a little bit of sign language, but not enough to argue with somebody. And so I walked up and she starts trying to, oh my God, sorry. She starts trying to tell me something.
Rookie.
And I don't know what she's saying to me, right? Because of the miscommunication with the sign language and everything. And she's pointing at my knife and telling me I can't have it in there. And what she tells me with the sign language I picked up in the lip reading is that because of mass shootings, for safety purposes, I can't bring it in the store. Now,
suck it.
What this girl didn't know is that I was a manager at Target for many years. Okay, so I know the rules, first of all. And in Target's own active shooter training, one of the things they mention is that sometimes people come in open carrying. You don't know what permits they have. They could have
who
a
they
firearm.
are.
You don't know who they are. So you don't approach or say anything and start
It's none of your business
over stuff that's none of your business. And they're probably within their rights to have it, right? We don't encroach on people's rights and make us lose business because they feel like they're not welcome in our store. And remember, guys, I'm not carrying a firearm. I'm only carrying a knife. Okay. And mind you, she didn't, mention the one with the pocket clip in my pocket, just the one that looked scary to her, right? So I'm not typically like, can I talk to the manager person? But being that like I worked there and I knew for sure I wasn't out of my rights, I have all permits, even though this wasn't a knife that needed a permit. I just like, this time I got to say something, right? So I talked to the manager. I was like, listen, this girl down here, you need to let her know what's up because like I'm sitting here trying to spend like $250 with you guys, and she's sitting here telling me I gotta leave and not pay for my stuff because I have a knife, a pocket knife, right? I'm not sitting here with a 5.5-inch Bowie, whatever. And I wasn't rude to the lady. I just was like, hey, she's telling me I can't have a pocket knife. Listen, I worked here for a long time. I know that's not the rules. You guys aren't even supposed to be saying to people anything to people that are open carrying. That's not an active shooter situation. You know what I mean? I'm not brandishing it. I'm not even using it. You know what I mean? And immediately when I told the lady, she had a look on her face like, what the hell? I've never even heard of that. Like she's a manager there and she had never heard of that. It's not allowed to have a knife in there. And even if they want
and she would know, right?
Right. Yeah. She was actually a manager. This other girl wasn't. Yeah. And even if they wanted to do that, they have no signs posted. They don't even have the little, in Illinois, if you guys don't know, we have like these anti-gun signs everywhere. So they make guns legal, but then they put signs saying you can't bring them in anywhere. So they're basically not. They didn't even have that on the door, right? And again, not a firearm. This is a totally different set.
And if it was, it wouldn't matter, by the way.
Yeah, no, it was so frustrating. And then I felt like, man, this must be what Doug Ritter deals with, like on a larger scale all the time. But I did feel good that the manager was like on my side. It was a calm situation, and hopefully that girl got a piece of education.
David Hurst says, I know Tactile Maverick is a hot topic. Maybe hot mess, maybe hot mess, but my number on waitlist hasn't moved for a week. Have they paused production? So they started their second batch of those models. So they are doing their second batch right now. So it should be moving here pretty soon. I do know they did admit to having a bunch of issues. So a lot of people are sending knives in, and they said to everybody, anybody who has an issue, anybody who has a complaint or whatever, send it in. We will fix it. We will take care of it. We'll make sure you're happy. So reach out, See what they can do if you have a problem. But a lot of people are doing that, by the way. And
That's
one second. That's what's slowing them down is they're busy with warranty work.
That is nice when companies do that. But damn it, is it frustrating when you just get a knife. I don't even like when I get pants and they're the wrong size and I have to return them.
That's even worse for me than the knife.
Yeah. I hate
because I won't return the fucking pants.
Me either.
I won't return the knife either. I always just fix it myself. Chris Jones with the 5 bones. I love when Chris Jones spends 5 bones.
Yeah, that's great.
Got my brand new pair of 3 with midnight blue scales and S110V. I was all happy, and it has D10 lash. No. Damn. Send it back. Hey. Send it back.
John Doe, real quick, he said OTF for wife or small fixed blade for self-defense. I would go small fixed blade. You know why? There's absolutely no issues with deploying it, right? You don't have to worry about that part. It's sturdier. Just like everything about a fixed blade I'm learning is kind of better.
But let's be clear, though. If she won't carry it, it doesn't matter. The point is you got to pick one that she will absolutely carry.
And the benefit to a fixed blade being a girl is that you can carry a slightly larger blade because you don't have to worry about pocket space because you're dealing in sheath space. And if she says, oh, I don't like wearing jeans, I don't wear belts enough for a sheath, you do what I do. You get a fanny pack and put that bitch on there.
But if she's not going to do that, if she's not going to do that, then get something that folds, something that will go in the pocket. But yes, fixed blade is the best when it comes to a self-defense knife or something like that. But you got to get what she'll carry. So if she's not going to wear something on her belt like that, and she's more likely to put something in her pocket, then obviously an OTF would be the best bet. But you got to get her to carry it. This is the trick. You got to get her to carry it for at least 2 weeks. Do you agree? At least
21 2 weeks. Days to build a habit or break one.
Well, so not just that, but if she carries it, she'll use it for picking her nails and cutting this and cutting strings and opening this, and she'll realize how useful it is, right? Yes, that's exactly what that's what happens to everybody.
Yeah, so. I feel like that worked for me because I had a lot of things that I used it for. So like, if it's literally only for self-defense, you might have a harder time getting someone to get in the habit of carrying it if they're truly not going to use it for anything else.
She'll use it for other shit. Why wouldn't she use it for the shit?
So get a multi-purpose blade.
If it's a poker,
don't get a karambit.
Let's be clear. If it's a poker for self-defense, then it doesn't matter if she uses it because the self-defense situation is going to be poking. And don't get me wrong, no, you should always have a sharp edge because if the self-defense situation is like you cutting a rope or a seatbelt or something, then you're going to want a sharp edge.
Why on earth hasn't Boker made a knife called the Boker Poker?
That's a damn good question. I will say this. We got some really cool videos coming up soon. Yeah. Really badass videos. Love it, guys. I wish I could break it to you what we have, but I can't. Under oath. I can't disclose it, but I'm telling you what, man, we got some awesome shit here. I can't wait to show you guys. And shout out to the new member, Mino Knife. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you joining the squad. And then you stabbed a Karen, Democrat. Then you stabbed a Demi. Knife Ignorance has said, yes, it is. I got fired from Target. Best thing that happened to me.
Who said that?
Robert. All those mass stabbings that have been happening. Fuck that lady. Yeah, exactly. But you know what though? This is the catch though, right? Let's say there was a shooting, right? Let's say somebody was coming in actually intending to do harm. Guess what you would want there? Guess the one fucking thing you'd want there? A concealed carrier. Yeah. Somebody who actually has a firearm on them. That would be your saving grace, is to actually have somebody that's carrying a firearm there. But guess what would be the worst situation? Is if there's absolutely not one person in there that has a firearm.
Somebody said they sell scissors and screwdrivers. They actually also sell some shitty Gerbers too. So
she was lying. She was just
they actually sell pocket knives there.
She was just a beta.
No, she was completely lying. And like, I'm not one to make judgments, but
not
like
only a beta, but she's a liar.
There's some people where like you can start to like look at like a lot of details about them and draw like comparisons between them and certain groups of people and basically stereotype someone into their beliefs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just saying she had a lot of those signs of like crazy anti-weapon person.
I'm only carrying a 10-inch blade. I mean, it's not even a big deal.
Like seriously though, like it was just so annoying. It literally pissed me off so much because I knew it was just a full-on lie and she was just making it up because she wanted to have a slice of power. Like, listen, I get working retail. You don't have a lot of power until those moments when you feel like you can tell someone, no, you feel great. I was on my way out the store. What the fuck was even the point of that?
Yeah, we got a lot of firearms people here in Illinois too. There's a lot of people that carry because they can get a concealed carry permit stuff. So a lot of people carry. Like there's a ton of people that carry in Illinois. But then you obviously it's a Democrat ran state. So
it's not,
and it's not even a state. No, it's actually majority of the towns and cities are not. But Chicago is.
No, I'm just saying though that, and like we're not in city limits.
Chicago.
I know city limits has some crazy weird knife laws. Like we're not even there. We don't
No.
have that where we're at.
Nope.
And like it seriously was just like a personal thing of her being like, oh, I don't like that. It looks scary, or I don't agree.
It wouldn't matter.
So I don't want you to have it in here. And listen, I managed retail people for a lot of my life, and what I can tell you is that there's always a struggle with like getting them out of their heads into wanting to have power. Like when the mask thing started, whether you agree with masks or not, the amount of people who I had to literally discipline because they were wielding their power unfairly over this stuff was like crazy. Like they were being mean to people. If you don't wear that and come in here, you're gonna get a shutdown, and then like just going nuts. And I had to like tell people straight out, if you're gonna talk to people like that, these are our customers, like then you can't be here, you can't work here. You know, like people in retail, if they get the tiniest bit of power, or if they think they know a rule, and they have that personality within them, they're going to try to wield it against you because that's the only place in their life they have it. And it's a sad fact, but it is absolutely true.
Bear arms. Yeah, I agree. I just, to be honest, he says, he's talking to Ryan Smock. He says, don't go to Chicago after this new mayor gets there. And worse than Beetlejuice, but I have no idea. I don't know. But what I'm going to say is it doesn't matter. At this point, it honestly doesn't matter. There's certain parts of the area that are just fine, that you can go to and have a good time. You'll be safe. You'll be just fine. But then there's other parts. Stay the fuck away from. Stay the fuck out of there.
Bring Bama back to that.
Don't get stuck on a train and end up in the South Side or something. Just watch your P's and Q's.
And that guy came up to us and his leg was completely slashed open. And he had said he was like
he fell asleep on the train.
He fell asleep on a train. Someone cut his backpack off of him and like cut his leg. Carry, what's Target's carry policy on a Target doesn't have a carry policy. That's the point. They don't have a carry policy.
Bang, bang.
Policy is you can't ask questions to random people that aren't causing problems. So carry a damn cuckoo. They even did that one thing down in Texas because there was a point where Target was trying to make some carry policies. And down in Texas, they did these huge protests where they all walked into the Targets with their AR-15s on their back, open carrying, using the right, all that jazz. And it kind of stopped them from enacting some of these policies in the store.
Yeah, we'd love to move. We, if it wasn't for the economy going to shit right now, we probably would have already moved. But we got to plan the attack now. Ryan Smack says you should only ever use a knife for self-defense if you are trained in it. I would recommend OC spray over knife. I would say that with anything though. Like, not saying that you should. I think the situation determines whether or not you should or not.
OC spray is a good first line of defense, I guess.
Yes, it's an absolute
but it doesn't work on everybody.
That's the problem. I think 15% of the population, it does not affect whatsoever. And I've seen this. I've actually seen somebody get maced as close as you could possibly mace somebody and fogged out. And the cops all around them while I'm getting sprayed, the guy it didn't matter at all. It was like nothing. What?
I'll be right back. Okay.
No, it's fine. But yeah, no, I think you should train with whatever and anything you have, but I don't think an OC spray is the optimal tool either. I think it's all kinds of tools, right? It's like kind of like you don't just have a Phillips screwdriver, right? Why don't you just have a Phillips screwdriver? Oh, because some things require a hammer, right? And some things require, a torque bit or a flathead or a wrench. Right? Different situations call for different things. If you see a rolled over car or you're in a rolled over car and your baby's in the backseat and the car starts on fire and you can't get the damn seatbelt off, you're going to want a fucking knife. Right? If I can name 1,000 other situations where the knife is the optimal tool. And then I can name 1,000 others that a firearm is the optimal tool. Then I can name a bunch that where it's not a lethal threat, but it's leading to it. And guess what would be the best tool? OC spray. But there are times where, OC spray just won't, like I said, it won't work. I've seen people sprayed and go right through it. I've also seen people sprayed and completely shuts them off. So it just depends. but I still think you should train with whatever, right? And the biggest thing is just, I always tell people this, man, go get hit. Go and get hit. That is going to be the number one thing that will save you, is you going and getting hit. Even if you get some friends, man, get some friends, get some gloves, hit some pads, but spar, wrestle, have somebody, wrap up a knife or get a trainer knife and, try to stab each other. Actually play around and have fun with it. But the point is, though, is that during that fun and during that training, you're learning, and you're learning what to do, what not to do, the worst things to do, the best things you can do, and getting hit in the face, even if it's not like full force, even if it's just sparring, you're at least feeling what it feels like to have your adrenaline going a little bit, to get hit in the face, to, excuse me, to actually have your hand shaking when you're hitting, because when your adrenaline's going through the roof, man, everybody plans on what they want to do. But when your adrenaline dumps, it's a completely different story, man. Your hands are shaking so, yeah.
Sorry.
Your hands are shaking so much, you almost feel like you can't throw a punch. In the punches and when you swing, it feels so light. It feels like you won't even hurt nothing. It's kind of weird how it feels. It feels like you're swinging. You know how like in a dream, it feels like your punches do nothing. In reality, that happens too. Now obviously, when you've done it so many times, it gets better and better and better, and then you're more controlled. Your heart rate is a little bit lower. You are better at it, just like with anything. All right, just like with anything. If you had never ridden a bike before, or if you had never ever in your life ever ridden a bike before, you wouldn't plan on, if a situation happens, I'll ride a bike. No, you're going to learn how to ride a bike first. And then, if a situation happens and you need to ride a bike, you can ride a bike, right? Let me, I think I'm really backed up. Let me, catch up. Alice, thank you for the 2 bones. Have you checked out the Kaiser rocker yet? Yes. I'm not a big fan of the rocker. I like the other one better. I don't have it right here. The rocker is like a little pizza cutter to me. It's just not my style. I personally like the other one, the one with the ring. You can punch with it, just because I think it'd be a little bit more useful for EDC. The rocker is just too much of a rocker. One thing about a knife for self-defense is that once you're in a close enough position to use a knife, it becomes a community resource. Both parties get cut. One dies, the other goes to hospital. So I've seen people stabbed, and I've seen people stabbed and killed. So it just depends on the situation. I've also been attacked by a knife. Now what I would say to that is that, yeah, that's why you train because it's going to be a mess. It's if you got to use a knife for self-defense, you're already in a fucked up situation, but that doesn't mean that's still not a good tool. And I can name a few situations that I got into that literally a knife would have been the best tool for the job. Granted, I'm fine now. And the situation wound up working out, but it could have ended really, really badly. And that would have been the optimal tool. I've talked about this situation before where, and this is just one, right? One of, I can name 100, but just one situation where the guy, I got jumped by a bunch of gangbangers, and they opened up the door and were trying to rip me out of the car. Dude had my arm and I was pulling him back. We wound up running somebody over with the car and dragging dude halfway down the block. But the point is, though, is that if I would have just had a blade, I could have took his cut, like, because the arm's wrapped around me trying to pull me out. One little slash to the arm, he's letting go, right? And then I ain't gotta get ripped out of a car, and get shot. Because that was the thing. They were pulling out guns and everything, and it wound up going bad real quick, but that would have ended it really quick. And that's just a little situation. But the point is that I was in a clinch, right? Pretty much. Not a real clinch, but pretty much a clinch. And when you're in a clinch, that's where it's going to work probably the best. Now, I always think, though, most likely the blade is going to come in when it's a different situation, like not even a human attacker. It's going to be like an animal, right? Like I always give the situation, a dog is attacking your child. You're not going to shoot the dog most likely because you'll hit your child, or you could. So if you can take the shot, obviously you're gonna, but if you can't, right? If you can't in fear of hitting your child, a blade would be the best object. You know, I talked about ropes being wrapped around you, seat belts and things like that, cutting clothes off of somebody to tend to a wound. There's so many reasons why you might want to have a blade, not saying against a human. I'm talking about for just all different things, because I think when I think of self-defense, I think of anything that has to do with you saving your or somebody else's life. And mostly even other, like just other people, children, animals, you know, like it's our responsibility to do that, right? It's the man's duty to protect, right? So if it's your duty to protect and a kid in your neighborhood is getting attacked by a dog or something, it's on you to fucking go handle that. Nobody else's. It's your job. So you should be able to do it. Ryan, thank you, man. I appreciate you becoming a new member. Thank you, man, so much. Chris Reinhold with the 7 bones. I love the Kaiser drop bear and can't seem to get it out of my pocket. Want to get something new that is similar to that? What would you recommend? The Escort. The Escort's exactly like it. So there's one other one. So the Escort is the first one I would recommend, just because it's literally the exact same, just a different blade shape and a little bit bigger. So, but you can get the aluminum handles just like the drop bear, or you can get micarta. Another one is this one. Now these ones have a stronger spring, so the detent is it's already really good. Like this has the strongest omega springs you'll ever feel, and so you can feel this thing is solid. This is the CMB Made Knives Predator. You can get it from my Amazon link. Just go to my store, Neeves Knives store, and type in CMB Predator. This will pop up. 14C28N. And then as far as the Escort goes, you can do the same thing. Just type in Kaiser Escort. And thank you for the donation, man. I do appreciate it. I always appreciate all the donations, guys. And I do appreciate you guys using my links and all that stuff, man. It definitely helps the channel out massively. Blades and Fades. What's up, brother? Shout out to Blades and Fades. Definitely go and subscribe to his channel. Captain Australia says, what is your favorite knife of all time? Ooh, I don't know. The one I have in my pocket. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite of all time because that's just too difficult for me. I have a number one recommended knife, and a number one that I would pick if all else fails and I can't have anything else. I'd pick a Spyderco Mannix. But that's not necessarily my favorite knife of all time. I really love the look of like the Python, the Spyderco Python, anything from that designer. I absolutely love. I love Bob Terzola's designs. I like so many knives that it's hard for me to say. I did MMA for 10 years. I've been hitting every inch of my face by gloved hands, and that sucks. I can't imagine getting hit bare knuckles. Yeah, no, but you know what though? I've been hit with both many, many times. And yeah, obviously you feel knuckles more when you get hit bare hand, but in most cases, like when you're in a real fight, your adrenaline's dumped. Like your adrenaline's going so high that you're not even feeling the hits as much as you would if you weren't. Right. Like I talked about where I got hit in the head with brass knuckles. I didn't even know I got hit with brass knuckles. I thought I was just punched in the head. It had cut me open, but yeah, it's just, it just tink. It's so fast. I realized after, but I didn't know until after. Me no knife with the 5 bones. Hey Jared, what are you carrying on this fine Saturday? I've got the Spyderco Python in my pocket. Smart ass. Good for you, man. I'm happy for you. That's one I would love to get, but it's discontinued now and it's a little rich for my blood. Maybe one of these days. I hope they bring it back because I hate discontinued knives. I like getting knives that are available. But right now I have the Terrain 365 because I am, and this is the Invictus, because I am doing the full review on this very soon. So I'm in the middle of testing it. I do have some theories on it. If you guys want to hear some theories on that I have on Terravantium, but it's not a conclusion and I have not tested it. I still have to do an edge retention test and I still have to do a sharpening test. Haven't done either one of those, but just from the factory edge, I think I don't even want to speak because I feel like I'm going to be wrong and then I'll look stupid from this live because I'll have a completely different perspective after sharpening. So I'm not going to say nothing, but yeah, it's awesome though. The Terrain 365, completely corrosion proof spear point blade. Parts are blades made in the USA. The parts are made in Japan, and then it is assembled in China. Peter Flanagan with the 5 crackers. Hey, Jared, did you guys change something on the Bang Gang lives? The last 2 lives didn't get the notifications anymore or even see the live on your channel. No, we didn't. Just no, not this Sunday, but next Sunday we're going live. And I've spoke about it that we are going to start uploading content for the Bang Gang members. But yeah, you should be getting it. I don't know why. Try unfollowing us and then refollowing and then hitting the bell again or something. I don't know. Or just check your bell. Make sure the bell's hit to all. I don't know what to say. I have no idea. Spherical Python is not discontinued. I thought it was discontinued. Dealers have actually been getting them. I know they had some in recently, but I thought they discontinued them. But hey, if they're not discontinued, that's awesome. But it's still, you know, I can't find them right now. And then if I did, it'd probably be too much money at the moment. You know, got the Blade Show coming up, you know, might have to sell some knives. I got enough of them, so I'll be all right. Hey, LTK's in the house. Shout out to LTK. Definitely go and subscribe to his channel. You guys probably already are, but if not, a legend is in the house right now. So shout out to him. I know I'll be seeing him in Atlanta like last year. So yeah, shout out to LTK. I keep trying to get Shaman 15V and that shit goes out of stock as soon as I get notifications. What's your views on the 15V? I love the 15V. I got the Mannix in 15V and I love it. I think it's awesome. I highly recommend 15V. It takes a ridiculous sharp edge. You know, when we talk about the steels that take those screamer edges, Crewwear, K390, 15V is right there with them. 15V takes an edge that's just brutally sharp. Like go fuck yourself sharp. Like it's crazy sharp. And it holds it. That's the beautiful thing. Because some steels, like I can name 1,000 steels that I can get it screaming sharp. But throw it through a piece of just cut through a piece of cardboard once or twice and see how sharp it is. Because that super keen edge, even though, you know, the edge retention isn't dead, even though it'll still cut through clean through paper, it loses that stickiness, that bite. And 15V is a steel that hangs on to that shit for a long time. Got the result coming Monday, huh? The recent Python drop was supposed to be an improved version. Can't remember the difference. They were $650 and sold quickly. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is, but I mean, I probably, if I would have had time to get one, I might have gotten one. I want one bad. Like, trust me, guys, that knife is my style. Like, that thing is so damn sexy to me. I bought a damn Tucson because it reminded me of it. This is the Tucson TS 376. And it's not a Python, but I got it because, you know, it scratched that itch, you know. You got that itch, you got to get a Python in your hand and you buy a Tucson instead. Kind of scratches it for the moment, but the itch is still there, let me tell you. How difficult is 15V to sharpen? Not bad. So I don't really have any problems with any steel. The toughest steel, I would think, like if I was going to name a steel that's the toughest, it's S110V. That steel can be a little finicky for sharpening, but I love sharpening Maxace. 15V sharpens up like a dream. I love it. I think and the experience is really good because yes, it's going to take you a little bit longer because the steel is really hard. So use diamonds, and when you're sharpening, you know, just know it's going to take a little bit longer, but the result is worth it because the way it deburrs, the way it comes up with a burr, all of that, you really see what a steel that's heat treated well with a great steel can do, because they'll come up with the burr and you'll go to knock it off and that burr will just fly right off. And sometimes like you can just see it on the stone or you can see it right there and it'll come off in like big wires too. So you'll get the burr off in just a couple swipes, and then that gives you the ability to have that screaming sharp edge. That's one of the most important parts. Like for people that are saying like, hey, I can't get my edges that sharp, focus on your burr and burr removal, right? Obviously, most of you guys know what a burr is, right? So when you create the burr on both sides, focus on your burr removal. That is going to be very, very important. How you fatigue it, how you diminish it. And what I mean is like when you go 2 passes per side or 3 passes per side, 2 passes per side, one per side, you know, back and forth, you know, diminishing the burr. Or maybe you only have to take 1 or 2 passes depending on how easy it is to remove. But knowing what it feels like to remove the burr and knowing how to do it well is what gets you the screaming hair whittling edges. Okay, so I have we do have story time coming up soon. I got a fragrance we got to talk about too. There was something else I wanted to talk about. Maxace Albatross. That one's I got the Maxace link down in the description. I was looking for the Beetle S because I wanted to pull out the Beetle S. That thing has the most insane cutting geometry. It's like 78 thousandths thick, the blade stock. The blade stock. It is so thin. And then the behind the edge thickness is like 10 thousandths, 9 thousandths or something. Thing is insane. But this thing's pretty dope. The Maxace Albatross. It sounds like an alien. Pretty cool. Thank you, Todd. I appreciate it. He's throwing out the link for me. 15V with the triple B heat treat might be better than K390 considering it's got better corrosion resistance. Yeah, I mean to each their own. I'm just saying that and it probably is better. I'm just saying that it's in the same realm, you know, the experience, the feeling. And I say that in a good way because K390 has always been my favorite steel. So it says a lot about 15V when I put it in the same boat. When are you gonna open up the book so I can put a mirror? It's gonna be a little bit, probably not until after the show. I was gonna open them up before the show to get a little bit extra money in my pocket. And if I do, it'll probably only be for 1 week, you know, so I'll probably only be able to take on about 20 knives. And I know there's a lot of people that have been waiting a long time and want to get on. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to really, really think about it. All right, fragrance of the day. Fragrance of the day, and shout out to Jay. Jay is the one who recommended this to me, and so I ordered it. He said this shit was fire, so I bought some, and it is 212 VIP Black. Here's the bottle. Has a magnetic top. Nice, really nice cap. Nice bottle. I like the bottle. Very good scent. I do like this fragrance a lot. It's really, really good. I'm going to show you guys the note breakdown. So here's the note breakdown. You can see all the notes. Now I'm going to tell you what I smell from it, which the dry down is quite a bit different than the first spray. Obviously, most of them are, but it's got a sweet freshness that I don't see anything about citrus, but it's got a citrusy sweetness to it and a tiny hint of spice. I know it says soft spice, so that makes sense. It's a very, very soft spice, but it's very well blended. The balance of the sweetness, the balance of the freshness, the balance of the citrus, the balance of all of it. It blends really good. I can get every note right off the top, and they melt together really good. Very, very good fragrance. Now, I cannot speak to its longevity or anything. I just got it before we went live, so I've only had it for a couple hours. But just from my first experience, I like it a lot. The dry down, I think a little bit of the lavender comes out in the dry down, because I don't really smell it off the top. But I noticed, you know, because I did spray it a couple hours ago, and and I sprayed it on a thing right there, and I sprayed it on my other arm. And I think the lavender comes out a little bit in the dry down, but I don't know. It'll take me a little bit. After a few times of wearing it, you really get to experience it. But it's linked down in the description if you guys want to check it out. It's pretty affordable. It's not even expensive, but it is damn good. The VIP 212 or 212 VIP Black. Carolina Herrera. Fire ass fragrance. Oh, yeah, and the atomizer. Look at this atomizer. This thing is fire. Watch this thing. It is a great atomizer. Great cat. Nice solid magnet. Anyways, very cool. I like it. And I don't know how long it lasts. I do not know, but I love the scent. I do have a few fragrances that don't smell exactly like this, but they're like in the same boat. They would be the same type of fragrance, meaning like the occasion you'd wear this is the same occasion you'd wear those. And I love it. These are my favorite types of fragrances, the sweet, fresh fragrances. And I love when a fragrance has a hint of spice, because I'm not a huge fan of the huge spicy fragrances. I have a couple that are really good that I like, but for the most part, I'm not a big fan. What? Okay. But for the most part, I'm not a huge fan. I'm holding it.
Okay, guys, really quick. I need to help my family with a few things regarding our Easter plans tomorrow, so I'm going to peace out right now.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's good. I just need to talk to my mom for a bit here. I love you guys. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Easter, and I'll catch you on the next one. All right? Love you too, baby. I love you the mostest. Did you know that?
I hope so.
I hope you guys know that I love this man. There is not a better man on this planet. He is everything that he says he is. He's just the best.
He's so sweet, baby. Thank you.
It's not sweetness, it's truthness.
There you go.
Yeah. Hit him with the bars.
Yeah. Are you leaving?
Well, not leaving.
Okay. Do not forget Double Eagle. Double Eagle. Man, without thinking much of it, I cut up some insulation with my 20.5. Got dust everywhere. Probably gonna have to take it apart. You might be able to rinse it out. They got bearings, so try just rinsing it out with some super hot water, and then throw a little alcohol in there. I like to just spray some alcohol in there. A lot of times that works it out, and then re-oil it. Fact, an albatross can grow up to 3.3 meters wingtip to wingtip. Perhaps that's why the Maxace is that big. Yeah, it's a good size. I mean, this is a full size knife for sure. Like if I was going to go all the way back to the ass end of it, you see how much handle I still have. So it's a nice long knife, but it's not too big. Like it's just got a nice big comfortable grip, and it slices good. It's just a great EDC blade shape. I love it. All right. Let's Jared, where do I get one of those, bro? One of these? Maxace. The link is in the description. Look at my Maxace link. Use my discount code when you use it. That's important because otherwise the affiliate link doesn't work. I'm trying to figure out for them to fix that. I got the Rockstud shelf right over here because I'm not going to hang it there because because this is the doorway. So but yeah, it's sitting right over here. But yeah, if you're talking about the Maxace, though, linked in the description, just go to the Maxace link, type in Albatross, and use the discount code NEEVESKNIVES. Have you ever had a fragrance that you loved but now hate because you had a bad experience or got sick while wearing it, and now your brain associates it with the? Yes, I've had that a couple times. There was one that I was like that with for the longest time, but it's actually went away now because it was years in between that I smelt it. And that is and listen, this was a good fragrance. Most people really liked it. What the hell is the name of it? I can't even think of the name of it. I got actually a bottle in the other room. Cool water. Yeah. A person? No, not really. Kara says she's had some that remind her of a person that she didn't like, some bitch from the past. So But no, that one got to me when I was a kid, and then I didn't like it my whole life. And now it's okay. I'm fine with it. It's technically a really good fragrance. Just an old fragrance has been around forever. But also I have another one that I loved it when I first got it. I freaking loved it. But it was just like, I don't know, it's almost obnoxiously sweet. And now when I smell it, like I almost get sick to my stomach. All right, we gotta go to story time, don't we? It is story time. All right, so let's do it. So right now is the transition into story time. If you guys have any stories you guys want to say in the chat, fire it off. I'd be happy to talk to you about it, or relate if I can. But so I'm actually going to talk about a hunting story, but not with my pops. I'm going to talk about a hunting story where I shot my brother. So me and my best friend, my brother, hunted growing up since we were little kids, and we were still young at this age. But we hunted pretty much like every weekend we'd go hunting, and just hunting squirrels, rabbits, shit like that, whatever, just small game. And we were really good. We hunted all the time. So, and we were using high powered air rifles, so they weren't they were as powerful as a 22. Like the one we had shot with high velocity pellets, it shot like 1,200 feet per second or something. Anyways, so we were hunting, and we got done hunting, and we went in the house, and this was my uncle's house, and we took our gear off, because we were hunting at my uncle's house, like in the woods, and took the gear off, set the gun down, and then we started messing around, like kids do, and picked up the gun. It was pointed at him, and accidentally pulled the trigger, went off, shot him in the stomach. It ricocheted around his organs, ricocheted off of his appendix or whatever, just ricocheted from down here and wound up in his chest. So we tried to play it off because we were kids, and you don't want to get caught, don't want to get in trouble. You're always taught, don't do this, don't do that, you shoot your eye out, all this shit. So you're like, I can't get caught. They'll never trust me. It's like they trusted me to fucking sit here and go hunting every day or every weekend. So it's like you don't want to ruin that trust, and so you don't want to, so you lie. And we tried to play it off, but he was going downhill, right? Because he's fucking shot. So he lasted like 24 hours without, being good. But then he started turning pale, started getting fucked up, wound up going to the hospital. And the doc, he lied though. He tried lying and saying like a stick stabbed him or something while he was hunting. The doctor looked right at it and said, "The fuck you did us." He didn't say it like that, but he told him, he told his mom that he's been shot. So, like I said, they did surgery. He was in the hospital for like 2 weeks. They found the object up in his chest. It was like somewhere by his chest, maybe not like in his chest, but like up there somewhere. But it went in down here, so he had 2 scars, one here and then one from where he had his appendix removed, because he had to get his appendix removed after that. So, but it ricocheted all around in there because it was super powerful. It's a very powerful gun. So, but yeah, it sucked. And he survived though. He survived, and yeah. But we went hunting a lot though, and since we were hunting constantly, so it was like, I hate to say it, but like we were being so crazy, probably is bound something was probably going to happen. I put a scope on a fixed blade. Now it's my sniper knife. Lone Star. Hey, Mino Knife with the 2 bones. Have you checked out the TW Price Design Dawn V2? No, not the V2, but I think he's going to be sending it, so hopefully he does, and I'm happy to check it out. Salt pellets hurt like hell, but at least it dissolves. Yeah, my old man shot my karate teacher in the thigh with something like that. I don't know if it was that or like I heard like I don't know if it was like just the load or the wad, I mean, or I don't know, maybe it was a bullet. I don't know. But he fucking shot my martial arts teacher when I was a kid. This was before he was my martial arts teacher though, because they were like best friends. And the way he told me the story was that they were like partying at his house wherever he was staying, and he was sleeping. He had to get up for work in the morning, and they're all partying like going crazy. And he woke up and he told them, he's like, the next motherfucker that wakes me up, he's like, I'm gonna shoot. And, you know, I've told you stories about my dad, so you guys kind of got an idea of how my dad was. Well, the next motherfucker that woke him up was him, and he came out and shot him in the fucking leg. And yeah. But yeah, that's the old man for you. Bama! What's up, brother? He's back. You know, some mad lad has to have scope on a ballistics knife. Had a pellet gun as a kid, slightly modified, could shoot it through both sides of a steel drum. I've had some crazy powerful pellet guns. Like I've had some that were absolutely more powerful than some of the 22s I've had. Because I've had, you guys know, like there's 22 shorts, 22 long rifle, 22 Magnum, but 22 long rifle. I've had some pellet guns that literally are more powerful than some 22 long rifles. Just, you know, especially if you use the high velocity pellets and everything. Like I said, the ones that we were shooting were like 1,200 feet per second. I had another one that I think was even more powerful than that. If I remember correctly, I might not be remembering correctly, but I had this one. I don't remember what it shot to, but I thought it was like 1,700 feet per second, but I could be wrong. I could be exaggerating, but it was significant either way. And I think 22s are anywhere between like 700 and, you know, like 1,500 feet per second on average. Obviously there's going to be some that are more, but on average, I was shot by a pellet gun by my bro in a fit of rage when we were kids. Didn't feel great. Yeah, I've been shot by BB guns too, BB guns and pellet guns, but they were all like low powered ones or ricochets. Like I remember shooting and the BBs coming back and hitting me in the face. But yeah, I've been shot. I had a buddy that had one that was between his eyes. It's still between his eyes to this day. If you touch him right there, you can feel it. But some of them are extremely powerful. Put it this way, there's this guy on TV, sorry, not TV. There's this guy on YouTube who goes around and hunts coyotes with an air rifle. And he does it from, I don't know, probably like 70, 80 yards, maybe more, maybe like 100 yards. So that shows you how powerful the ones he has are. So, and he says they're way better than a 22. They're way quieter. He can literally shoot like 3 or 4 of them at a time because he'll shoot one will drop and the other one will start to run and then stop, you know, because there wasn't much of a noise. So lots of good things to air guns. There are some air rifle pellet guns that are stupid power, right? Absolutely. Like even some of the ones we had, man, surprisingly powerful. Like, and I remember thinking like I could fucking take down a deer with one of these. I'm not sure if you probably could. No, you could. You could definitely do that. And like I said, go watch that guy. Go watch that guy. He kills all kinds of shit with his. I watched some video about a home protection in Australia, and they had air guns shooting 50 caliber. Well, the ones that shoot like yeah, I forget, like I don't know, 30 millimeter or maybe a 40, I don't know, balls. Those look pretty crazy, and they're for self-defense. It's kind of like it's shooting like a rubber pellet or something, or like, you know, so it's not lethal, but it's non-lethal, but it's still extremely painful. They have those. I mean, I wouldn't really recommend them because, and the reason why is because most likely, I'm not saying it can't get you out of a situation, because I'm sure it will. You know, if you brandish a firearm that looks really good, you know, it'll most likely work. But in the event that you need to fucking use it, you're probably going to want to make sure it kills the person, or, you know, at least can potentially. You'd hate to know that if he has a firearm, he's going to win that fight. But I think anything, you know, obviously have something, you know, if all you can have is that, get it, right? If all you can have is, like, say, if you can't have a real firearm, get black powder, right? And if you can't have that, yeah, get a damn CO2 air pistol. Those CO2 air pistols are a motherfucker. You shoot someone with that, it's gonna hurt. It's probably not gonna kill them, but it'll fuck them up. I mean, you gotta have something, right? Get a damn dog too. Home protection in Australia is hoping the wildlife gets the bad guy before they make entry. That's hilarious. It's the bee air. Oh, the Barrett, the bee Barrett, the Barrett 50 cal. See what I did there? I do see what you did there. That's hilarious. Bama keeps that thing on them. A few of those things, actually. A few of them, actually. It's good. That is good. How to tell if a cologne is lethal or non-lethal? Well, don't light it on fire. You'll find out real quick how lethal it is. They're all filled with alcohol. What other story could I tell real quick? I don't know. I didn't think of anything else. That's the only one I thought of. Okay, I've told this story before. This is another gun one. I almost shot. I moved down south, not like down south, south of Chicago when I was like 14. Like 13 to like 14, 15. It was like 12 to like 15 or something like that. And I was back and forth from here, from, you know, this location to my my mom's. Anyway, so because it was with my mom. And while I was down there, you know, I was carrying guns and stuff and stupid shit. Even back home, I was doing stupid shit. Too young to be doing it, but I was. Anyway, so I had a gun. It was a 380, and me and my buddy were together, and I had it, and I took the magazine out and cleared it. All right, and I had been trading firearms since I was a kid. Like, my dad raised me really good, raised me around him. So, but this is a situation that tells you why you do the things you do for safety, for gun safety. Anyway, so took the mag out, cleared it, set both of them down, right? I had already set the mag down, and I had the pistol in my hand. Well, like 30 seconds later, I set the pistol down, right? Set the pistol down. The magazine's already on the bed, or already sitting there. My buddy grabs it and puts the magazine in there, like that quick. I didn't see it. So I'm turned this way. I turn back. I grab it, and I rack it, and I go, bow, right next to his face. I'm a kid. Remember, I'm a fucking kid. Well, I didn't point it at his head. I pointed it at the mirror right next to his head. But the bullet went right past his ear and went through the bed and and the wall, halfway through the wall. Didn't make it all the way. It was 380. So I almost killed my fucking friend. And a complete accident, obviously. And the moral of the story is that's the reason why a gun is always loaded. Always. And I learned it right there because my dad always told me that. Always check the firearm. If you set it down, you have to check it again. Like, just because you set it down and just because you unloaded it and you set it down, it's loaded again. Once you set it down, it's loaded again. Check it. Check it, check it, check it. Now, if you're all alone, it might be a little bit different. But if you're in the vicinity of anybody and you set it down, doesn't matter if you just cleared it. If you set it down and you pick it back up, check it again. It's better to be safe than sorry. And in that case, I almost was sorry. Like, I almost murdered, and it would have been a deadly shot. Like, I would have murdered my friend. And I was literally a half inch away from killing my friend over pure fuckery, over being a dumbass kid and shouldn't have even had a gun. But not even just that, like, just I you know, and I knew guns so well, so it made me feel so stupid. You know, like when you've been around guns, even at that young of an age, 13 years old or whatever it was, 13, 14, I don't know, something like that. I had been around guns my whole life. Like, so like I was used to them. And so to me, it was almost embarrassing. Like, this is exactly what your dad taught you, like why you don't do these certain things, why you do these things in precaution to make sure these things don't happen. But yeah, you know, I mean, you learn from your mistakes, and I definitely learned that day. And that day told me, like, always, always, always check it, always. Even if you're sure, unless if you haven't put it down. If you've already checked it and you haven't put it down, that's one thing. But if you set it down, double check it. We played with some, you checked everything. Yeah, don't say that too loud, Bama. Don't say that too loud. Never point it at or near anything you don't intend to destroy. That's true. Yeah. 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 Don't point it at anything you're not willing to kill. That's damn true. That last rule saved you. You didn't point it at something. No, I didn't. That's the thing. It did. Yeah, I didn't. And I always was like that, by the way. Let me just be clear. I had already shot my friend a few years before this. I don't remember how I was young when that happened. So I had already had the tragedy of shooting my brother, my best friend. So he's now passed away, but not from that, obviously. But since I had already had shit like that happen, and it was already burned into my memory, my dad taught me my whole life, even with toy guns. When I used to point toy guns, my dad would bark at me because he'd say that, you know, you don't point a gun at anything you're not willing to kill. So when he'd teach me hunting, because he started hunting with me, I had a bow and arrow. I was in archery leagues when I was a kid. We were hunting, doing all kinds of shit. My dad always taught me that shit. So it was always ingrained and burned into me not to point a fire on people, even a toy. And now after all the shit that I've been through and all the things I've seen and everything, even more so. Like when I see little kids playing, like it does something to me, man. Freaks me out. Not like literally freaks me out, but it makes me, you know, like think about it, you know, like need to teach that kid better. Never pointed at people's compliancy can get them into trouble as well. People's complacency. Yeah, that is true. Hey, Jared, great talk. I have company over and have to go. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you showing up, man. Thank you so much. Trigger discipline. Yeah, definitely. Those were all BB guns, but the rules still apply. Exactly. There you go. I really like the design of the Medford knives. I got one actually sitting right here. Medford knives, what do you think of those as an EDC, the Praetorian or any other really big? I don't like the big ones for EDC, I'll be honest. So I think the M48 is really good. I think the Slim Midi is really good. Even the Marauder is pretty good, and that's a beast. Okay, but the Midi is the best. The Slim Midi, the Smooth Criminal, this one, the Praetorian Slim. Those are all the EDC ones that are really good. But the big monsters like the Praetorian and, you know, fucking the USMC Fighter, these are all beasts. They're badass, but they're not going to be a regular day-to-day EDC. Not that you can't do it. I mean, I have many times with this one, but it's a beast, right? And you can see how broken in mine is. Look at this thing. This thing is broken in, Jack. You can tell I've used the shit out of it. I got a full review on it. Let's see here. I'm gonna. Oh, there we go. All right. I live in Georgia and I've never been hunting once, but I openly carry a 9 on the daily. Well, good for you on carrying. Hunting's fun, man. If you like to hunt, I'm not even gonna say it's fun. I think I'm saying this from an experience, but I think it's like it's so healthy. I don't mean like going and killing things is healthy. I just mean the thought of you going and killing what you're going to eat, providing for yourself, knowing you can do it, the hunt, like as in like actually going and because hunting ain't like what you think it is in the movies, man. You fucking be out there for a long time and not get nothing. My nephews go hunting all the time, and they're so good, man. Like they are like some of the best hunters I've ever seen in my life, and they're hunting constantly. You're getting big ass deers. But anyways, I think it's good. I think it's healthy for you. I think it gives you an urge that I think a lot of men have when it comes to, like, you know, the taste for blood in a way, but in a healthy way, because you're doing it in a respectful way. There's no animosity towards the animal or anything. You're going to eat it. You're going to use all the parts. That animal, in most cases, should have lived a good life and is probably already bred. You make sure you get certain sizes. You make sure you get the right ones to make sure this animal is definitely bred, right? So his bloodline's out there. And, you know, they're going to die in the wild anyways. So, you know, it's, I think it's a great circle of life. Paying respect to the animals, right? That's giving its life to you. Eat it as an amazing thing. Right. Exactly. Yeah. Pay respects 100%. And that's what I mean. Like, I want to stress that a lot because I am an animal lover to the bone. You guys don't even realize, like, I am the biggest animal lover. That's why I went into dog training. That's why I've had like damn near every animal out there. So even like animals I would hunt, I absolutely love it. But I understand the circle of life. I understand that there is still, you know, we still got to eat, right? So while you respect it, the way you love it, in some cases, is by killing it. And I say that because just like with anything, right? When a population gets too big, you have to bring down the, you know, the herd. You have to. Doesn't matter what it is. So I think it can be a more healthy way of doing it, to making sure you're thinning it out, you know, so other animals and other ones can thrive, right? It's kind of like with bears. If you don't have a regulation on bear population, all the big ones are the ones that fucking live. The big ones start killing the small ones, and it winds up becoming like so crazy. But anyways, I think you should respect the animal and know the animal very well, so that you know how to determine whether or not you're, you know, you're doing the right kind of hunt by, like I said, getting one that's bred before, getting one you know has already spread its genes and everything. I had to hunt all our kids good because we didn't have a lot of money, so we hunt deer, right? That makes sense. Squirrels, rabbit, partridge, and fished for all 3 meals. That is amazing. I know that's not a, how can I say it? I know it's not a fun life, but in a way it is, right? In a way it is. Like, talk about like just living the life, right? Being able to hunt what you eat and always hunting. But I also know not going to the store, not being able to provide food on the table at the blink of an eye like we can right now, that, which is a huge blessing, a huge, huge blessing. Um, I do not enjoy killing a deer or turkey, but I do it. I enjoy the connection, and I thank the animal and earth for what they provide. It's an important part of life. Absolutely. That's a good way to put it, Bama. Great way to put it. Hunting is great for sustenance, for you, conservation, for the environment the animal live in, and the population control of certain species. Right. Yeah, you actually help them. You actually help them thrive. It's kind of like, I don't know if you guys remember this, when that I think it was a girl, went out and hunted that giraffe in Africa, and it was an old giraffe, but the giraffe was killing all the young males and had killed already a few of them, and he was old, so he was just an old alpha. And since he was still trying to spread his lineage, even though he already had so many times, the younger ones coming up that are supposed to be spreading their lines are not, because he's killing them, you know, just as a rival. So it was like they had to take him out. Like, he was just a threat to the whole population of giraffes. And this hunter went over there to help, right? Because that's what it's for. She's going to kill it to help it, right? So that the other ones can thrive. And like, crazy organizations started like going after her, and all these people, because she took a picture with it, right? She was proud of her, of the, you know, the kill, not proud that she, you know, like was killing an animal, but she's helping the animals, right? So you understand it, and people take those pictures and think the worst, right? Rather than understanding that, you know, hunting is a lot more than just going and shooting something. You know, they take away everything and think it's just killing, you know. But whatever. You can go get a steak at the supermarket and you are participating in the death of an animal, right? Why not do it yourself in a more respectful and ethical manner? I agree, because those animals actually have thrived, right? Those animals haven't been in a cage. Those animals have actually bred, been wild, you know, and have lived. So no, I agree. That giraffe should have been offered. Exactly. Haven't gone hunting in 20 years. Really miss it sometimes, but city living will do it too. Yeah, I haven't been hunting in a long time either. One of these days I'm gonna go hunting again because I love it and I want to bad. It's been a while for me, so I'm definitely due. Definitely do. Giraffe neck steaks for a month. So I heard a joke earlier. How'd it go? Chuck Norris was riding his horse, and his horse was acting up, so he got off of it and he punched it in the chin. And he punched it in the chin. Thanks for that. Now we have giraffes. Something like that. There was a bunch of funny ass Chuck Norris jokes. They were so funny. Chuck Norris and Superman got into a fight. Or no, sorry. Superman and Chuck Norris got into a battle, and the loser had to wear underwear over his outfit for the rest of his life. It's crazy as fuck. The picture is a memory of an intense and passionate moment in your life. The photo is not to celebrate. I know, right? But it's hard to tell them that, right? That's what I mean. Like, that's what they think of it. They think of it like that. They only think of the death. They don't think of everything else, you know? Yeah. Chuck Norris doesn't do push-ups. He does earth downs. How many push-ups does Chuck Norris do? All of them. Chuck Norris lays face down on the earth and gets a boner, he would strike oil. There you go. Chuck Norris got bit by a rattlesnake. The snake the snake suffered 3 days before it died. Oh. Salamando. I absolutely won't. Okay, he's talking to Salamando. Google is the only place where you can hit Chuck Norris. The boogeyman checks under his bed for Chuck Norris. Oh yeah. Oh man, there was one. I forget who the guy who invented the phone, but it was when the guy invented, I forget his name, but when the guy invented the phone, when he checked his messages, he already had 3 messages from Chuck Norris. But it's like I forget exactly how it goes. I just fucking butchered it. But it's basically like you just invented it, but he's already got 3 missed calls from Chuck Norris. Pissed. All right, Chuck Norris pissed a gas tank on that day. Optimus Prime was born. Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He stares them down until he gets the information he wants. What time is it? 9:32. Okay, we are past the time. I'm trying to think if we can tell one more story, if we should just end it here. Okay, guys, so just so you guys know, I do have a bunch of affiliate links down in the description. I recently got a new affiliate, Tactile Elements. Check out what they have. I was checking out their site earlier. They got some pretty cool stuff. Also Blade Ops is another new one. Artisan's a new one, and we got a couple other new ones. So you seen Chuck Norris tell a Chuck Norris joke? It's hilarious. I'd like to see that. Yeah, Chuck Norris jokes are the best. They make me crack up because everybody kind of understands it, you know. That's what's funny about it. Anyways, guys, I love you guys. I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Thank you guys for hanging out with me all night. Thank you guys for using our affiliate links. It really does help the channel so much. I do thank you guys for that. And, you know, thank you guys for showing up, like I said, and hanging out and leaving comments. The short story about you jumping out of my truck in Georgia to help Steve. How many people do we have in here? We have 146. Okay, so I'll tell this one real quick because it's a quick one. It's a quick story. So nothing happened. Nothing happened. So we were at the Blade Show in Atlanta, and it was me, Steve, Lee, Bama Knife Guy, and I think Shane Cables. I think he might have been in the truck. I don't remember. I think he was. So I'm in the front seat. Bama's, driving, and Steve has to get out. Super Still Steve has to get out, and there's like an underground parking thing. So he gets out to like go to his car or something to get something. So we're parked on the side, on the outside of the underground parking thing. When he gets out, he starts walking over there, and all of a sudden I hear like a bunch of commotion. So I go to jump out because I thought he was getting jumped. And I know that's like a stupid thought, like why would he be getting jumped? But he gets into some shit sometimes and talks shit sometimes. So, it's not completely out of bounds that it could possibly happen. Right. But just out of reaction, I went to jump out to see, like what the fuck was up. But it was just some guys walking up, like saying, what's up? Like, just being cool. And so, I just jumped back in, and Bama's like, I forget what he said. What did he say? He's like, what were you doing or something? And I was like, I thought he was getting fucking jumped. He's like, you didn't even wait for my truck to stop. I just went to jump out because I thought he was fucking getting jumped, and you gotta, be there for your boys when they're getting jumped. So if one's getting jumped, we're all getting jumped, right? Or they're getting jumped. Yeah.
Being like a ride or die friend or like one of them guys or something like that.
I try. Guys, thank you guys for everything. I love you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me all night. Bama, I will see you soon, brother. Blade Show's coming quick. That seatbelt was thrown off so fucking fast and the door was open. Dude, whoa. You all right? You're okay? You didn't get hit, did you? That seatbelt was thrown off so fucking fast and the door was open, dude. It was the response I've ever seen. It was awesome. I appreciate that. But gotta fucking watch out for your boys, right? That's our jobs. That's our duties. Guys, thank you guys for everything. Love you guys. Peace. Give him a goodbye. Give him a wave. Chuck Norris would approve. Absolutely.